saw there, once the Elemental Void was down, they went straight to that bottom lane. That was a crucial play in the game. They took advantage of that. They didn't hesitate. And if they didn't do that, yeah, I think we definitely would have seen tdM win.
Yeah. So with that said, we do have game number 2, it looks like, coming up right here. And in fact, we are already into it. So let's go ahead. Let's jump in. Game number 2, Complexity, taking on Trademark Esports. All right. Of course, switching up sides right here. Trademark on the Legion side, Complexity on the Hellborn side. I had to do a quick clear chat right there, so didn't get who banned what, but I do believe it was Keeper and Ophelia blind banded by Trademark, and then Artillery and Keeper blind banded by Complexity. So Artillery, once again, being blind banded here by Complexity. Apparently tdM's been running some secret stats involving him lately, maybe even in the jungle, we're not exactly sure, but it was enough to scare Complexity, whatever it was. So
yeah, that's for sure.
Using the blind bands. Locking phase, Tempest into Parasite Torturer, Glacius Aluna, and then Wretched Hag to finish things off here.
Yeah, I want to see what the whole artillery tech is about now. I'm going to go look it up pretty much immediately after. I'm that curious. Yeah, someone whispered me saying the artillery and the Kraken were sort of in cahoots together, so the Kraken ulti with the artillery.
With the LRM,
yeah, exactly.
It seems like it makes sense.
A ton of damage coming out from that, so with the artillery band, the odds of seeing that hero once again, probably not as high.
Well, if that's the case, then, I mean, why not then? Obviously, again, it's the same concept with a Tempest, I guess, but Tempest is a different play style than a Kraken, so.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would be interesting. But we're not going to see that here, unfortunately. At least the artillery part. Kraken, maybe we can still see it. Maybe, just like last game.
Maybe. I told you I felt the hype for it for a bit last game. I'm not feeling the hype for it this game. It's over. It's over. I had it.
All right.
The window is closed.
Deadwood being right-clicked right there, and that's going to be the first pick coming out. So, well, yeah, when you look at the bands that came out, Rally, Moon Queen, Master Farm, Zephyr, Fade, and Wild Soul are the bands. Deadwood going to be the first pick here.
Yeah.
For Trademark.
Pebbles being a standout hero that's still in the pool. Magnus is also available. We've seen him in combination with one of these strong bursty heroes played in a suicide role. Be a great secondary initiator. Aluna is in the lock pool, so another hero of high value, but cannot be snagged up just yet.
Apparently Devour is pretty good too. Saw him in that game 3 against Lions.
Well,
against
he
State
proved
Green.
his worth there, man. Especially that
Sure
engineer
did.
pick. And speaking of engineer, he is also on the board.
He is there. Something like that. NG Pebbles, could definitely see. NG Mag even. Hell, Hammerstorm. We haven't seen Hammerstorm these last couple of days. It seems like kind of, I know it's only been a couple days, but he's definitely made his presence felt on the competitive scene recently when it comes to his carry potential even. But B-Kid, again, going to think about this. Okay, it's going to be Nymphora Pebbles. That's their first 2 picks. So Pebbles was sure. It's just which support they wanted. They do go with Nymphora. Of course, Aluna and Glacius are locked up there, but
yeah,
kind of freeze that out.
Well, they've got the Deadwood already. Magnus is on the board. If they want the Aluna, that does free it up out of the lock pool, and they can get that plus one of the major junglers. And still, you saw right there, they didn't pick one of their supports, and I said I think Aluna would be a perfect pick for their team if they're going for it.
Yeah.
I guess I'd be a little bit surprised if they go Glacius. It's not like Glacius isn't good. We've been seeing less of him lately, and that the burst energy just seems too powerful.
Monkey King, though, again, we just in the earlier series, going back to that one again, it's we saw him picked up. You've been mentioning that he's kind of been jumping up more and more on the scene. And Trademark Esports, one of those teams that's definitely been running that. I think both Zai and Noob G actually have played him before for this team lately. So,
well, definitely strong
here with
these early snowball and burst lineups, because not only can he partake in these early fights, he can scale into the late game like an absolute monster.
Pharaoh, the final pick. Again, it's kind of setting up maybe a first pick Tempest here from Trademark Esports. I want to go with the Pharaoh. So sure enough, though, the Tempest first pick. Again, a good response, though, already from Complexity, but now they can finish up with something like that Parasite themselves, and hey, like a Parasite Hag. Okay, yeah, it is going to be a Parasite Hag.
And Aluna is what I would like to see drafted for their support, just for the Deadwood synergy. No real major heals there coming on the other side. That'd be
They're possible.
Any 3 are indeed possible, but yeah, the Aluna.
Luna is going to be the final pick, so kind of as you're hinting towards and wanted to see. Apparently, my nuts, Trademark Esports, they agree. So Fitsuke going to take over that Luna, of course. It looks like Noob G this time around is going to be playing that Monkey King here for tdM. So this is it again. We got game number 2 here. The semifinals, a lot of money on the line. Ultimately being $5,000 in a sense on the line for these two teams in this matchup alone. Because it guarantees you at least that much more, if not even more. So, anywho, loading in now. Game number 2, Complexity, of course, up 1-0. Will they sweep it, or will Trademark Esports force a third and final game? Well, we got this game to find out, kicking off here. Obviously, going into the laning phase to start things as always. Nothing looks like Trademark Esports as a team. They are going to go down here to the bottom side. Going to go ahead and protect the rune spot, or I should say the ward spot for the pole. It doesn't look like Complexity in the rush necessarily, though. And they're instead going to kind of stay falling back. So, don't expect too much action here early on. Pharaoh kind of thinking about it, but not going to do it. Moonmian, of course, coming off playing the Pharaoh the first game. Played it well, obviously. And had the horrible start, remember. Was level 1 for the longest time, but
yeah,
covered nicely.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at these lineups and see which team I favor. And 4 Pebbles always very, very powerful. And there's no, neither side rocking the heels this game. I like to see that. So straight up aggression. Neither side really having that responsive, no Master of Arms, no Ophelia, none of that, junk. But this time, so 4 Pebbles has a lot more room to make those pickoffs happen.
Yeah.
Still, the Deadwood of Luna synergy. We know what it does. We know what it's capable of. A huge burst and drop one down gives a lot more room for Monkey King and Bubbles to come into the middle of the fight, clean up crew, and make it happen. I kind of liking what tdM has to offer.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, very nice makeup. Very nice makeup of a team. And it at least speaks like it could be an aggressive, both these teams, in fact. A lot of aggressive play earlier on, but, we are coming off a 22-minute Bloodlust game 1, so who knows? Who knows what will happen here in game number 2. We will be doing another giveaway later on, so definitely stay tuned for that. We had our first giveaway. We guessing that I think it was for the game 3 of the Lions versus State Green. Guess the Bloodlust kill hero. I actually forget who it was honestly now, but a couple of winners will be selected for that and given a Sound Blaster prizes. So we'll be doing one again a little bit later on.
I remember it.
What was it?
It was Engineer, wasn't it? Seal Kit? Engineer
was
Bevo in middle? They got the double tap?
Yeah, you're right. It was. Seal Kit got a double tap. Engineer, that's not usually a hero you would think Bloodlust, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some lucky winners there. All right. Pharaoh's like, yeah, I'm useless at this bottom lane, so I'm going to go ahead and stack the Ancients right away. So we'll pull that off here right off the bat. Complexity, still plenty of time before they take advantage of that, of course, but might as well make some use. He figures. Overall lane setups, we do for now have kind of a true 1-versus-1 matchup middle, it looks like. As you got a Wretched Hag versus the Monkey King here in the middle lane. So not often we see this nowadays, but Noob G taking on Haxer in here. Haxer actually playing the middle role for Complexity. In this case, B-Kid obviously on the Pebbles. He's farming up the top lane. Hopefully for his sake, having a good time against Bubbles, and it seems like he definitely is 7-4 against a 2-0 Bubble so far.
Yep. Well, so far, look at Pharaoh. Right away, he's like, screw this. Just go stack the Ancients. Already, actually, at 2 minutes in, going to have the triple stack of Ancients done, so he can put his time elsewhere.
Yeah. Again, it's like when do you actually do that, though?
And helping out with the rune as well.
Good timing.
And what does that allow him to do?
He's going to get some experience.
Yeah, finally. Honestly, that was
a big rune.
Very, very, very well played, and a little bit of luck coming in as well.
He was seen picking that up, so.
Yeah, but I don't think
But yeah, they don't have a rev or anything, so what are they going to do?
Yeah, even if they did, he's pretty tanky. He's going to walk outside the rev range. Only get one.
Yeah, not going to be worth it in the end. So Pharaoh will just kind of leech, hopefully for Moonmiander's sake, and hit that level 2 mark here. But Limp, in the meantime, he of course is having 100% free farm here. I mean, it shows in the creep score. Look at that, 17-14, damn near perfect here to start. When it comes to his creep farm, Pharaoh's actually going to start moving around here, so he's not going to stick around much longer. The Invis is wearing off in about 10 seconds. He's going to scout out Tempest, actually harass him a little bit, even gets one of the Elementals killed. Going to try to take those out, but there's the spawn of the Repo Kits. And he'll have to run away instead. So he's just having a struggling time here, trying to do what he can. Bubbles in the meantime, though, is also not having the best of times. He is level 2, but only has a 2 creep kills, and actually sitting in the middle lane currently. Trying to maybe help with a bloodlust kill here, but
yeah, both the Suicide Heroes saying screw this to their lanes. You saw right there, not only did he actually rocket on the Tempest trying to get a creep kill or what have you there, but he also disrupted Minox's Mana Potion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
that's good.
He's out now.
Yeah, completely out of regen here. He does have 1,000 gold saved up. And actually with a Minotaur kill.
Yeah, it's going to be enough for the Ring of Sorcery, so unfortunately not able to slow him down enough.
And there you go. There's the purchase of the Pickled Brain and the Amulet of Exile.
Just got to wait for it a little bit, and he's good to go. He should wait until it gets... Well, I don't even think he'll have enough mana if he doesn't wait. Yeah, I was going to say he should wait until it gets delivered to him so he has a higher percentage of mana when he does finally get the Ring of Sorcery and gets more out of it, but he's not even going to be able to spawn the elementals without it in the first place, so...
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
25 and 24 Deadwood down here, man. Limp is staying on top of the creep farm and everything. Pebbles, in the meantime, though, is 23 and 11 himself. He also is, of course, looking very, very good. In fact, the gold per minute charts do sway a little bit in favor of Deadwood currently, but again, Pebbles also doing work here for complexity, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. And, of course, those portal keys, and when they eventually get picked up by one of those 2 heroes, Pharaoh is just kind of chilling here. And with Aluna more rotating to the middle lane, Pharaoh was able to kind of just leech this experience for free here. So Aluna's not really boxing him out the most.
Yep, well,
I'll take that.
Definitely needed to play catch up a little bit here. We saw last game, man, he had the worst start imaginable. He was level 1 for quite a while in. Before we knew it, he was level 6. He was sitting on his Striders and Chalice. Always his go-to items when playing that Suicide Pharaoh, and by the end of the game, he was pretty damn loaded up.
You do see in the middle lane, actually, okay, Monkey King going for the combo on a Wretched Hag, but even if 4 is nearby, and Hag does have a regen rune bottled up, so Hags are not really the most concerned about taking some damage right here. But now we see the bottom side. Pharaoh's actually in trouble. Will get caught by the rotten grass. The money walls were up, but not for much longer, though. He's going to eat the trees. Will it be enough for survival? Doesn't have a Hellfire or anything. One more auto attack from Deadwood. Oh, not enough for the kill, actually. He has a log up in 2 seconds. Has the rotten grasp. Will it connect? Yes, it will. And Moomiander falls. He gets the mummy walls up, though. So it's going to do a little bit of extra damage to Limp here with the tower. But in the end, Limp will survive. So Bloodlust kill coming out a lot sooner this game. Last game at least. But, good job by tdM.
Yeah, that shield procced on that last hit. He just barely survived. Yeah, he didn't have Hellfire, so of course, not able to kite those auto attacks too much. Still, probably would have dropped in the end.
Middle lane, a Wild Hunter Invis coming in. Monkey King in a lot of trouble. There's a Summer Scream. There's the combo from Parasite. Level 6 as Zeal Stun hits as well. And Noob G will fall. Franzi actually on it for getting credit for the kill right there. Noob G did not expect that. Obviously, that's the power of Parasite, especially at level 6, and especially with a Wild Hunter. Setting up an easy kill, really, in the middle lane. So, how about that? He's level 6. I mean, he's been farming pretty well.
About to hit 7 now that he got the kill and farming another camp. So, yeah, definitely taken off here.
Moomiander, very well played at the bottom rune right there. He put up the mummy walls right in front, right before it was about to spawn. Obviously hoping to get lucky. And it did end up being an invis that blocked out Aluna.
Wow.
And he actually picked it up right in front of her. So
second invis rune now.
Yep.
Out of 3 runes. So
even with the death, he's still off to a better start, as funny as that sounds.
He's getting lucky, man.
Obviously, Deadwood, though, he's loving that kill, which he did get, right? Yeah, he got the kill.
Is he roaming towards... You can't stack this.
No more stack. Yeah, so he needs to be fine. There's a rev down, but...
Yeah, he's just trying to play it safe.
Nowhere nearby. But yeah, Deadwood at this rate, I mean, he already has 1,300 plus gold saved up, and then put more pressure on the spot and tower. Double Ballista coming in right here. Tempest also joining the party. Expect those minions. Okay, they are going to be coming right here. Still has a cooldown on it, of course. So this tower, though, a lot of pressure coming out. Pharaoh's just going to throw the Tormented Soul and run away. Nothing more that he can do, really. This will be a tower kill for Trademark Esports out of but just over 7 minutes now. And that'll be great for them. It's getting about 1,100 gold swing now in their favor. A lot of that because of the tower kill right there. So Deadwood also, man, he could go first out on Portal Key, really, at this rate after upgrading the boots.
Yeah, that's right. He does already have his Steam boots. I mean, definitely 430 gold per minute. Just completely out of control.
Beacon also doing well, though. Oh, here comes the Parasite again. Another Wild Hunter, of course. That's the power of the Wild Hunter camps. You always get 2 of them. He's going to come in right here in N4 after the side, but Bubbles also here, only level 3. Here we go, though. Shell Surf going to be as a lot of TPs coming in, and Trademark Esports may have overstayed the welcome. The Zeal Sun not going to connect, though, and a Luna Sun going to come out, and will be denied. Bubbles going in for the kill, and will be killed by the Legion team. Honestly, that's a sacrifice I think worth taking right there. Deadwood trying to go for the counter on a Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag, though, will get away, and Riser actually getting credit for the kill on a Deadwood, so they end up losing 2 lives. They got the tower kill, though. So.
Yeah, they did. Deadwood could have picked up his portal key, I believe, right before dropping there. But,
oh, yeah.
Not in the end, because the tower was killed. As we saw, Bubbles went right back in, trying to help out. But
so, yeah, wasn't able to purchase, though, before the death, which kind of sucks for Deadwood. And on top of that, a lot of resources were used by Complexity, ultimately. So everyone basically was there. But Pebbles, he too is having a very good time. And in fact, look at his tail. She's starting to take out at least a couple of these triple stack Ancients. Still going to be a little bit off from the portal key, unfortunately, but may go back in once a little bit of regen comes out. In fact, there we go. Going to go back in, and it looks like he is going for that right away portal key, especially with an N4 teammate.
Oh yeah, that would
wants to take advantage.
Be dumb not to.
There we go. There's the combo. One more kill, he'll have it. Oh, not one more. There you go. Okay, so he has enough for the PK. About a 9-minute Steam Boots portal key here. Going to be coming out for B-Kid. Deadwood will be a little bit further behind. I actually didn't see that one coming. It seemed like Deadwood was going to be able to get it first, but
I like it. I like it. They're letting Moon meander on the Pharaoh, get these last hits on the remaining 2 Dragon Masters. So definitely going to help him catch up. Definitely going to help him get his Chalice now and his Striders. Please go tank it in for okay.
Oh, N4 takes it.
Well, maybe she needed it for her own service reward,
yeah.
so maybe that was intentional.
They cleared out in the end, and they actually did it before the 37-second mark, so
yep,
that is good.
Yep, supports in the end do need gold.
Yeah,
it's not the worst thing.
There's the portal keys, though. Both actually get it pretty much at the same time, because by the time Pebbles did go back to get it,
yes.
Deadwood had it as well. So
exactly.
Really ends up being about the same time. Anyways, Deadwood porting in the middle lane immediately. Wretched Hag needs to be careful. Top lane, B-Kid actually takes outside with his portal key. Meanwhile, Wretched Hag also going to be gone on it, and she will fall. So both Deadwood and Pebbles right away using their portal keys. Go figure.
Yeah, tdM getting the overall better hand of the exchange there. Wretched Hag obviously being level 8 compared to Bubbles level 4. Much rather take him out, but yeah, pretty good.
The fact that both of them used it right away was pretty cool for both of the sides, but definitely, as you're stating, Trademark Esports perhaps the better of the exchanging going on. Striders is picked up by Pharaoh, the Blood Chalice in the works. He is almost level 6 as well. And obviously a big mark for them. How's Monkey King been doing, by the way? I haven't really talked too much about Noob G here. 320 gold per minute. He's got his Steam Boots bottle and his 1,200 gold saved up, so actually looking pretty good. Bubbles back up here at the top side. Knows that he doesn't have enough mana for the combo, though. At least just yet, so gonna play a little bit ballsy here, but
yeah, just a bit. 25 more seconds here for that Deadwood punch. Luna's still not level 6 though, so can't take full use of it yet.
Yeah. Speaking of that, N4 is also still level 5, so no port from her just yet. Ooh, Monkey King in the middle lane with an Invis actually, and that bottled up. It looks like gonna try to maybe jump Wretched Hag. That revelation is their own. Wretched Hag is in a lot of trouble. There's a Tormented Soul. It's not going to hit, but in comes a follow-up. The Tempest ultimate going to be used, and Bubbles will even join the party and help at least with an assist. So Haxer getting locked down here in the middle lane this last minute or so. First the Deadwood Falcon Punch with the portal key, and now the 4-man gank setup with the Tempest ultimate. So a couple of big kills, and Haxer's farm definitely slowing down a lot because of that.
Yeah, Complexity doing the right thing, though, so pushing top. Meanwhile, throughout all of that, Moon getting close to they honestly just need that Pharaoh ultimate as soon as possible. Turnaround potential just goes way up with that completed. Chalice is still only about another creep kill away from Moon finishing, and he's got it.
See Parasite taking over the Hell Cannon, can assist with more of this push here. Bubbles is not going to dare go for it. He knows Pebbles could definitely combo him down, so not going to be worth the risk, although he does have somewhat follow-up now. There's the Chuck, though. And BK gets credit for the tower kill. He can portal key away if he needs to. Not necessary, though. Deadwood was running in, but not able to get there in time. N4 again, still level 5, unfortunately. This would have been really good timing, it seems like, for Complexity to maybe take advantage of that, but
yeah, well,
not just yet.
Pharaoh has his ultimate. No Kelp Field yet for Bubbles. No red throw or red stun up for a Luna, and, well, Elemental Void is down. Honestly, if they can jump a fight, get a nice pickoff going, they can establish some momentum.
Yeah.
Might be looking for a window right now. Because, yeah, they know it was just recently used. They know it got dropped by it, so time to get some revenge.
You look at Bubbles right there. He's like, this creep wave is here, but Pebbles is maybe nearby, and if he jumps me, I'm dead, so. Zai just playing it very smart at the same time, knows that he is very susceptible to being killed here by this solo Pebbles. So he's going to stay back. I like what Moon's doing here. He's actually using his illusions to just get plenty of information as far as scouting out in the process. Freeing up a lot of farm for him to at least get some more levels and, if not, a couple more creep kills in here.
Yeah, so Riser does have Codex finished on Parasite. And, oh, lurking in the top lane trying to... Well, he has a Wild Hunter. There we go.
Where is it? Okay, yeah, there it is.
Up above. Middle lane, Monkey
around with it.
He's actually going straight for that Nullstone route.
The Blessed Orb. Oh, Monkey King, they were doing Ancient. He just elusive dashed, or I guess Heavenly Vault, over the ledge right here. So, and then the other side of that. But here comes a Wild Hunter. Oh, is Parasite going to go for a pick? TP in from Pebbles on there. Here's the opening. The big combo from Pebbles. Holy crap. Trademark Esports getting completely caught. Monkey King is able to get away. But ends up being a 2-for-0, or make that a 2-for-1. Pebbles going to be turned on actually as Deadwood joins the party and gets the cone to him. The lock throw on to Franzi. Franzi in a lot of trouble. Nice Yosson right there, though. Will be stopped him at least a little bit, but now Nymphora has 0 mana. She makes a nice juke, though. And it looks like that could be the getaway moment. She's still waiting for the mana regen. She needs that Homecoming Stone mana of 75. You see Deadwood's going around. Oh, God, this has got to be so dangerous. Okay, Nymphora's like, oh, he spotted me. Nymphora is going to end up dying here, so same call for Mercy.
Mercy.
They're not going to give it to him. So there's a kill on Franzi at least, and it ends up being a 2-for-2, I guess, in the end. So.
Yeah, well played. I like that little juke at the end. I thought he was going to be able to get away. Not quite, and, well, I think they got a little bit too greedy on complexity, honestly, though. They did very nice. The jump was huge. They got 2 heroes for none. Chase it a little bit, trying to finish off Monkey King, trying to look for something else. Deadwood jumped in, got the counter, and, well, in the end, not as good as it could have been.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely saw that right there. I mean, Monkey King was very, very close, but wasn't to be, and definitely set up those 2 turnaround kills. So Monkey King, in the meantime, going to continue farming up this mid lane. As he mentioned, he did pick up the Blessed Orb first, so very likely the Nullstone going to be that item of choice here. And what do you make of the Nullstone?
This it's a very, very, very powerful farming steroid for Monkey King. I mean, he's a hero that it's essentially his rune cleaver, like we like to talk about, but his skills, all of his skills, that lets him farm insanely fast.
Yeah.
So with that Nullstone, not only is it a great protective item, protecting him against the Hellflower that's ultimately coming out from Wretched Hag, things like the Phase Hug, what have you, but also just going to let him propel into the late game.
Speaking of that, the Arcanus picked up on Wretched Hag. Pebbles in the middle lane again. He's level 10. He's looking for that combo opportunity, but Monkey King with the Blessed Orb, and we saw what happened earlier. Not feeling confident that he can get at least by himself. Maybe with the follow-up, though. In fact, Nymphora's TPing by herself way here in the jungle.
Yep.
Okay, just a ward of sight. Okay.
And then he can pour it on out.
Yeah, so just wanted to get an effective ward of sight off right there. And will do so. Tempest now running on that ward of sight. It's going to be fine for now. But
yeah. Honestly, Franzi is one of the only support Nymphoras I've ever seen do that.
Yeah.
Enough every single time he plays Nymphora. Makes brilliant use of that ultimate, even if it's not for ganks. Make sure he's using it to get great wards off. And I think if anyone's watching your support player, that's definitely something to take note of. Just
Parasite actually roaming around right here. Again, he has that Codex. Looking to use it right now. If you can maybe find... Oh, Luna's a prime target, especially with the life pool right here. Jumps out. Gets the quick kill. Going to go for the TB. Deadwood running in. Oh, the lock throw hits, though. And Parasite going to be countered. Not going to be worth it in the end. The taunt goes up. And Noob G actually gets credit for the kill. And he had a bound eye. Ooh.
Oh, God.
A bound eye drops. And so that makes it even bigger right there as to him getting killed.
Yeah, that is huge, man.
Good counter. Happening to be close enough. Went for the risk right there. The all-in kill.
The all-in.
Well, again, it's Luna's obviously a target that you're looking for if you're Parasite, but
sure,
you were deep into their territory.
Exactly. Well,
Trademark
they were ready.
Responded.
Yeah, risk versus reward. Killing level 6 Aluna or losing your Bound Eye.
and a death and a kill for Deadwood, or I guess actually Monkey King in the end. Got credit for that kill. So he's actually very close to the Nilsson himself. Sustainer just picked up. So now just needs the pattern, obviously, and then good to go. Moon Meander has really recovered this game. He's now level 9. On top of that, Helmet of the Black Legion, Blood Chalice Striders. Oop, top lane. He had the good old Parasite and M4 combo actually set up a kill right there on his eye, playing that Bubbles.
Yeah. It's nice. It doesn't really do much. It's nice, but killing level 7 Bubbles is not a big deal. It's... You can just buy them some more time to farm, I guess.
Yeah, it's kill's a kill still.
A kill is a kill.
And again, if anything, using that ultimate from Nymphora up, whether it's setting up a kill, whether it's warding, just making use of it.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile, no one's farming top lane anymore, too. So all of that gold's going to waste while Bubbles is dead.
In a sense, yeah, definitely is. Bubbles is continuing to struggle, man, when it comes to his farm. Again, he's level 7, though. At least he still brings the kill field and the silence and everything. But not going to have that portal key, at least for a while here. Deadwood obviously been sitting on that portal key for a while. He has a Mighty Blade now picked up, so Shrunken Head next in line. A Tablet and Astrolabe here on Tempest. Well, that's going to his team-heavy support build here on Tempest. And Monkey King is going to have his Nullstone here.
Oh, for sure.
Finishes off these creeps. As you call that steroid item for him.
Yep. He's definitely, I think, one of the fastest farmers, especially with those abilities. Creep waves are nothing. Ancients, neutral stacks, all just able to tear through them. And as you know, the faster and the more you cast your abilities with Monkey King, the more they lower the cooldowns of each subsequent ability. So definitely rewards you for sort of spamming them in fights.
Yeah. Down here, what is going on? Wretched Ag actually finding the Aluna, so Wretched Ag taking advantage of an invis rune she had, and this time gets the Cone of Fiskin. Unlike your counterpart earlier, she is able to get away.
True.
As Tempest runs in there, but not able to get there in time, will instead just continue to farm. So, a 9-6 hero kill game in favor of Complexity right now. Ooh, I hear Parasite. Where is it? Down here. Tempest actually the victim, perhaps. Pebbles jumps in. There's Parasite. Look at everything being used. Even Wretched Hag nearby, so a 4-man gank successful there onto Tempest. That worked out beautifully for Complexity.
Yeah, big pick off, and now Tempest no buyback. They're going for a free bottom tower. Nowhere really they can. I mean, they can try to go for mid as soon as they can, but they're already on that bottom tower. No split push is going to go down.
Yeah, this is going to be a free tower kill for sure. Tempest was actually the top farm of the game up to that point. So he's going to start slowing down a little bit now because of that kill. Death for his part, but there's the tower kill, and B-Kid really get jumping up there as the top farmer of the game now. He's got the Soul's Bulwark, and actually, wow. No, there's no way he has a Demonic Breastplate already. He just bought the pattern for it at least. I still think he needs a Warp Clef, though.
He is at 400 gold per minute, but just...
Seems a little early still.
Not quite.
The items that he has. But it's coming. I mean, it's coming quickly. I think he just needs a Warp Cleft, I believe, and then he's good.
Parasite being on its own Hellflower as well.
Ooh, this is going to help things out. Pabble's going to go for a turnaround, if anything, help him stay alive, but no, it's not enough. We saw the Power Throw coming into play, though, on top of the Deadwood initiation right there.
We did. What was he trying to accomplish going down there?
I'm not sure. I think he might have just been running back ultimately after farming, because that's where they got the kill. Simply got caught.
It's unfortunate. We saw them gain traction in the game with that pick off with the free bottom tower, but immediately in response, obviously with the pebbles dropping down, mid tower now falls, and all of a sudden it's sort of back to being a wash.
So Pebbles is going to be up in about 10 seconds here. We'll continue to farm again, closer towards that Demonic Breastplate of needing the Warp Cleft here. 2,100 gold saved up on Monkey King, though. So we'll see what kind of build Noob G decides to go for here with that Nullstone pickup. Initially to help with the farming and just in general. Now can work towards maybe that Shrunken Head, maybe the Assassin Shroud. There's an item we can see on him from time to time. Hellflower always.
Yeah, well, Shrunken Head would be pretty damn favorable. Once again, going to this game, tons of magic damage on him.
Oh, Zai. This game sucks for him.
Poor guy, yeah. The Nymphora abuse, and now with Hellflower on Wretched Hag, it's not going to get better for him.
Is that going to be finished? That's third Arcana?
Yeah,
or?
He's got both of them. He had 3,000 some gold, just got them both, and it's got some to spare, honestly.
Yeah, so action, he had that sequence where he died twice with the Deadwood portal key initially and then the Tempest ultimate after that.
Yeah, his...
Fell down a little bit, but look at his farm now. 362 gold per minute. Just jumped right back up for him.
Yeah, he's not really losing steam at all.
You do look at Monkey King in the meantime, though. Leading them charts, 430 gold per minute. Again, the Nullstone most certainly having an impact here, as he's been clearing out the jungle quite a bit, doing the lane every once in a while, and then going back to the jungle as he's doing now. Sitting on 2,800 gold and counting. Getting the Shrunken Head could be the ideal pickup. We'll see. Speaking of that, Tempest also going for the Shrunken Head. Barbed Armor already finished on Moon Meander. Glennis Sparrow, again, he really has recovered here.
Yeah, Helm and Barbed Armor, not just, yeah. And the vestments, and, he's just... He's got his core loadout. He's got his core loadout. He doesn't need anything else.
Double damage room bottled up on Wretched Hag in the meantime. This could be a chance for Complexity to maybe make something happy. See Fair on the front lines. He's trying to even bait out some initiation. He'll get that right there. In comes a Falcon Punch. Monkey King, the Barbed Armor goes up with the Mummy Walls. In comes the follow-up initiation. Wretched Hag jumps in with a Bat Blast. Wretched Hag will fall. The double damage room, of course, activated. Bubble's going to fall after that. Deadwood on the run. So beautiful counter coming out for Complexity. He's still chasing. Tempest now running away. Glacial Blast going to be used, but Parasite nearby has that leech. Can he get it off in time? The Thunder Scream. Pebbles checks him. Parasite here right there next to him, and Riser will get credit for the kill. Deadwood does survive, preventing the genocide, but a 4-for-nothing exchange right there for Complexity Emperor.
Yeah, huge plays by Moon Meander there, though.
Yeah.
You saw he actually got caught out. It looked like a little bit at the tower. He got punched. In response, he activated that Barbed Armor. Monkey King left in. He took that the counter damage from the Barbed Armor, and then...
The Mummy Wall screwed it up.
Well, yeah, and then he actually used his Wrath of the Pharaoh and hit Deadwood and...
Monkey King, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Deadwood and Monkey King. So just completely turned around. Bat Blast came in. Fight was over.
Very well executed, very well played, and you're right, Moon Meander no doubt leading the way with that. Like I said, it was pretty obvious he was definitely baiting for his team there at the beginning. tdM still went for it, but in the end, works out beautifully for Complexity. Demonic Breastplate is going to be finished now on Pebbles. Still very early, even at 25 minutes. Obviously, a token of life on top of that. Huge for this Wretched Hag, who now has 1,800 more gold, perhaps on her way to her own Shrunken. I mean, Monkey King's been sitting on this gold pooled up here, obviously slowing him down a little bit after the kills that happened, but he's still waiting to invest that gold himself into whatever it may be.
The Barbed Armor on Pharaoh, even through the Shrunken Head, is going to be able to do work. There's the Shroud.
Yeah, he is going the Assassin Shroud here.
More hard carry route.
I want to say he usually, it seems like, from what I call he usually does.
Yeah,
a couple times.
Not all the time, but yeah. You are right.
Pebbles thinking about jumping here, but there's a ward aside, giving tdM plenty of information as to far as Wretched Hag and Pebbles running up here, so not going to get caught out. They will fall back in time. Pharaoh looking for his angle as well. Nymphora is also getting close to level 11, I'm sure. And obviously that's an impactful level for her. She might be in some trouble here. She puts down a ward of sight, but she will fall back before the Assassin Shroud Monkey King catches her. Who's going to protect that regen rune, not the biggest deal in the world, but Shrunken Head is getting close to Deadwood as well. He's sitting on that bound eye here. I believe that's the same bound eye that, or maybe not actually, but remember the Parasite droppings earlier.
Well, actually, did Parasite drop it or did Aluna purchase it?
That's a good point.
Maybe actually, I remember clicking over to the...
I thought I saw Parasite having a 4th item and then only had 3 after that, so... But yeah, you may be right. Maybe he did get it from Aluna. I'm actually not sure on that.
Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, I remember clicking over. It didn't say it was owned by anyone previously, and it might have just been the case that they had one. That's why they were able to succeed as they did there.
Yeah. Very possible. Demonic Breastplate again on Pebble. Still trying to look to make use of that as far as getting some hero kills with it. But for now, no opportunities have arisen, at least just yet. Again, having that Nymphora could definitely set that up beautifully for them. So, waiting for that right opportunity here. Top lane, you do have Tempest farming the lane, but it is bait. There is support nearby. So, not going to go for it. Level 16, Wretched Hag, by the way.
Yeah, this game is
first one to do so.
Really just sort of getting to spin out of control in Complexity's favor. Just
looking good for them.
really,
Yeah.
I'm damn impressed with how they're playing this.
They are. They're playing very, very well here against Trademark Esports. So.
Oh, do you know what that means?
What's up?
If Complexity wins this,
Lions
versus Complexity.
Guess which team has given Complexity trouble
Lions,
more than
aka Complexity bait.
Yeah.
That's that
You're
is a
right.
finals match,
yeah,
man.
that really is. Talk about getting revenge there.
Holy crap.
I mean, the last time they played, I do think Complexity won, but I think that was the GSL qualifiers where they had to forfeit after the first game.
Yeah,
even.
well,
I'm not sure if they've played after that since then.
You know, I got different players on my buddy list, and I always see the buddy chat and what have you, and they're like, oh, that's our secret to advancing as far as we have in the last couple cycles. We've been dodging Lions.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden.
So, I mean, there was a run there. There was, I think, 4 series in a row in favor of Lion Esports over Complexity through Home Tour. So. That's right.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm saying if Complexity wins, that is an arena match I definitely want to watch, man.
Yeah. No matter what the grand finals is going to be good, of course. But
oh, hell yeah.
You're right. That's definitely a good storyline right there. So, well, Complexity is up 1-0 right now, and they do have a lead here in game number 2. 29 minutes in, coming up. Token of Life still on hack, by the way. They've had about 3 minutes now remaining. She has a haste rune bottled up. She actually has 2,300 gold saved up. So we'll see if Complexity really tries to use that token, or if they kind of just let it die out for now. Shorken Head going to be finished on Deadwood in the meantime. So they have that now for the Legion side. 1,600 gold on Zai. Bubbles, man, he is trying his darnest to get that portal key. And he may finally be getting it here. Still a little bit off.
Yeah, still a while off, and by the time he gets it, Wretched Hag going to be having her shrunken head soon.
Yeah.
Just another 1,150 off, basically. And we look at Parasite there with his Hellflower. They're just looking crazy.
The Mighty Blade delivered to Pebbles in the meantime, so he too is having a shrunken head, perhaps. And Nefora is still level 10, actually. Not able to hit that level 11 mark just yet, but
right.
Again, once she does, that means her Pebbles and then even like a Parasite or the Hag. And if the Kamal or hell, even the Pharaoh.
Still wouldn't be the first time we've seen insane Monkey King bust out here in this late game.
Can never underestimate that, for sure. And actually, Wretched Hag gonna be in trouble right here. In comes the fucking punch. Right to the Pharaoh, gonna be a great response for Pharaoh. The barbed armor's up. The big bat blast right before the death. Quinn's Token of Life gonna bring it right back up. Deadwood did have the shuriken head up though, so not the most effective. Bubbles will end up falling though. Temp is gonna be counted on. Pebbles and Nefora obviously coming in. GG Well is being called. Apparently that's it.
Whoa!
Whoa! That's a little early.
Maybe some
okay,
frustration.
I mean,
they were pretty far behind.
Yeah, they were
far enough to the point where
it's game 2. A lot of money on the line.
What were the stats at the end here? Like, what were they?
It was a 9,000 goal lead, about a 15,000 experience.
Yeah. Okay. So then, damn.
Oh, jeez. I mean, yeah.
That was a major fight though. they were about to get more out of it. It's like
Yeah.
they won the team fight and they were that far up. From there, they were going to go far more, and maybe tdM was just frustrated. Wanted to put an end to it, and it's getting pretty late. So
yeah, so that's it for game number 2. I mean, holy crap, that's how it'll finish, just like that, really in the blink of an eye. I mean, they go into Wretched Hag. Obviously, they got the kill, but with the token,
obviously, yeah,
completely screwing things up right there. And well, Complexity. We were just talking about it right before that, but we have a hell of a grand finals here for the Sound Blaster Heroes League, and I'll say, I mean, we had like 15 brackets or something like that from the office.
Right.
I don't know if anyone chose Complexity versus Lions. I don't think anyone did.
Who would have at the time? I mean, when did you fill them out? Just
about just before it happened. I believe just before it started the main event. So last week, obviously.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, hell, who would have called it right away at the start?
A lot of people predicting Stay Green, even Trademark, even maybe Complexity to win it. But Complexity versus Lions in the finals. That is something. That is setting up to be an awesome best out of 5 series tomorrow. Again, it will be best out of 5 straight up. No one-game series. This is a single elimination event. So we have Complexity versus Lion Esports Club. That is going to be a blast. But just overall picture now, Trademark Esports and Stay Green both get knocked out today in the semifinals. Both are still going home with a $3,000 prize pool. Again, individually, that's not bad at all. Individually for the teams. Not bad price pool at all, but $20,000 more is on the line tomorrow. $12,000 for first, $8,000 for second.
Can we get a good for the scene stamp for that, though? Honestly, when the number 1 and number 2 team get knocked out right before the grand finals, and we see, in a case like Complexity versus Lions, it's healthy to have that rotation. It honestly is. So seeing that matchup, I'm freaking Decisive, man.
It's awesome. It's going to be awesome. And, obviously you are dealing with the complexity. The very first round, they had that drama against Team Buy, where initially the Riser wasn't able to show up on time, and they ultimately had to get the reschedule. And of course, they led into the whole Hunter incident. I'm not even really get into that. Obviously, you know it by now.
Yeah,
but they've been going through quite the drama wave lately. It's safe to say. But in the end, the results are speaking for themselves here with their play. They did look very good right there. They looked good yesterday against tdE. They're deserving to be in the grand finals, as is Lion Esports Club. Talk about big wins for them, especially against Stay Green.
Yep.
And I think they took out Q Squad even the round before that. So
it's true.
But there you go. We have it all starting tomorrow. The grand finals, it'll start at 1, or let me just think about this real quickly. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time. I believe that should all be correct there.
Yeah.
As far as the start time. So basically the same time that we started today. We got our grand finals, again, best out of 5 series. So a possibility of a long, long day tomorrow, but nothing wrong with that when you have 2 awesome teams going at it with a lot of money on the line. Again, a big shout out to Sound Blaster one more time with that said. So what I am going to be doing now, right as we go off the cast here, I promised another giveaway, one more giveaway to finish things off for both the headset and the sound card for Sound Blaster. I'm going to go ahead and ask a question. We'll do it via Twitter this time. So it'll be via the Honcast Twitter. Go ahead and ask a question along the lines of, which team do you think is going to win tomorrow and why? That simple. Will it be Lions? Will it be Complexity? And then why? Why do you think that? What do you think? What do you think, Emperor? You have any initial reactions, or?
I got my money on Complexity taking this event.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of a Lion fanboy today. Today and a lot of days, actually. I'm a huge fan of the team, and I love them in general. But for some reason, going into this event, I had this feeling that this was Complexity's time. So I'm going to give them, in spite of the fact that Lions has been known to topple the Giants of Complexity, I'm giving it to Complexity tomorrow.
Lions coming off a big win, though, themselves, man. 2-1 over Stay Green. Talk about a hot team themselves and Stay Green. But
I know.
Lions Esports Club didn't let that phase them. So
yeah, huge fan of both teams. No matter who wins, I'm going to be
It's going to be a good series. It has to be a good series. With the matchup at hand, Lions versus Complexity. Again, tune in tomorrow for that. So which team will win and why via Twitter? And go ahead and answer that on a Honcast Twitter. And then also you need to follow the Twitter as well as the Sound Blaster Twitter. So follow us at Sound Blaster. Follow at Honcast, and then respond at Honcast with who you think will win and why. Lions or Complexity is what it's going to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a day we had here today. 2 awesome best out of 3 semifinals, all setting up for an epic matchup tomorrow. $20,000 going to be on the line tomorrow. A lot of money. You guys better be tuning in. You're going to be missing out if you're not. But anyways, we're going to wrap things up here for tonight with that said. So, for myself, Breaky CBK, you got this guy, Emperor, over here. Where can people find you, Emperor?
Well, Breaky, they can find me over at Domain of Pain. That applies to Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. And this guy over here, you'll know where he's at. It's very, very straightforward. At Breaky CPK. I mean,
there you go.
Who doesn't know you by now?
Thank you. Who doesn't? No, so at Breaky CPK, you got the Honcast.com website, of course. Sound Blaster, one more time. Big shout out to these guys. You really need to follow them and everything. Definitely, they've been a big help for the Han scene, the competitive Han scene, and really do appreciate everything that they've been investing into it, both for now and then, of course, I'm sure the future. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up for tonight. Congratulations one more time to Lion Esports Club and Complexity. Grand Finals tomorrow, same time as today. Don't miss it. Best out of 5. Going to be awesome. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.